of the inventor on a postcard with your name, address and your age, and send it please to Antiques Roadshow, The Next Generation, P.O. Box 229, Bristol, BS 997JN. The closing date for entries is Friday, the 10th of January, and please remember, only one entry per person, and you must be under the age of 18.
And the winner and the four runners-up will be announced on Live and Kicking on Saturday, the 11th of January. So best of luck to you all.
Oh, and do remember another important date. That's next Sunday, when the usual Foosty Antiques Roadshow will be back. So until then, from all of us here, goodbye.
Goodbye!
And Hugh Scully's back next Sunday at the same time, 7:15, here on BBC1. Controversial and often harrowing, a look at the images that defined the news in 1996. Decisive moments on BBC2 shortly.
Welcome back to Babbykissangel.
Father Clifford speaking. Now, what would she want with a priest?
Old flames.
Think what you could do with a curate for 3 hours.
New arrivals.
This is your birthday present. What is he? A Chippendale.
And the heat of the moment.
Santa.
Don't. We have to finish it.
Tune in to the talk of the town.
That girl doesn't know a good thing when she sees it.
Next Sunday at 8 on BBC1.
We know what we're doing.
You better believe it, this man's got a price on his head. Way out west, Richard Wilson, with a little help from his friends.
Honest, hard-working cowboy for ranch in Wyoming.
I can ride a little bit.
You're doing great, Richard.
Practice makes a cowboy. Can Richard Wilson make his mark? Back at the ranch, way out west, tonight at 9 on BBC1.
One last Christmas outing for Rodney and Del Boy now on BBC1, and it's gonna be a night to remember. And there's more comedy from Del Boy and Rodney in these BBC videos, available now.
They're back, but the rubbish game's over.
Gotta learn a few skills. Maybe pass you by on bins.
Nev's moving on to greener pastures.
Getting on a bit and you meet somebody. You do not think it's going to be full trouser activity.
Jono's got some growing up to do.
Treat me like I'm nothing. Want some respect?
Respect? You're nothing but a kid.
I've got the devil inside me. Something's gonna kill me unless you help me.
And there's just a little divine intervention.
We have hopes. That's the thing. High hopes.
Well, I felt inspired.
God always chooses a simple, uncomplicated person.
You're calling me thick?
The award-winning Commoners Muck returns Wednesday, 8th of January on BBC1.
A tale of love that breeds tragedy and a hatred which endures forever.
You shall always remember what John Wakeham has done to your father.
A love which changes histories and tests loyalties.
I'll thrash you, Wakeham, and hold you up to public laughter!
An affair which destroys lives.
They've been seen.
I'm mad with love for you, Maggie.
Just missed a guest, and Maggie.
Emily Watson stars in a feature-length dramatisation.
I've come home. There can be no amends.
Of George Eliot's The Mill on the Floss. New Year's Day at 9 o'clock on BBC1.
Classic costume drama on BBC2 now. Keeley Hawes and Greg Wise star in Wilkie Collins' 19th century detective story, The Moonstone. Here on BBC1, Richard Wilson puts his thighs to the ultimate test, way out west.